Hey guys, this is Jeremy, and in this video, we're going to go over how I use AI to create email campaigns. All right. So a little bit of backstory, right? I'm working with this company, Urban Landscapes, for my direct mail business, and they haven't really gotten a lot of response. They have some great pictures, they have some great website stuff, but the mail went out, and we're not getting a good response. So I talked to them, and I offered some email services. Ultimately, when it comes to marketing, the number one goal is they don't care where the leads come from. They just want you to bring them the leads, right? So I'm trying to add some value by adding some email marketing because he currently uses Jobber in order to send emails, and he said he doesn't have like a actual like campaign going out. So what I offered for him was to create 4 emails for free. He actually was willing to pay, but I said, hey, look, you're already paying me thousands of dollars for the mail. I want to make sure we get you some leads. That way it could pay for itself over and over. And that way you're always going to be, utilizing my services. So yeah, I told him we're going to give him 4 emails, and we're going to see how we can kind of get more leads. So I'm going to show you how I use AI in order to get those emails. So if you saw my last video, I use SuperWhisper so I can talk to the app. And one of the main things I like to do is use prompt mode. Prompt mode is SuperWhisper is an app where I can talk to the app, and the app will transcribe what I'm saying, right? But not only that, it'll also process what I'm saying through a layer of instructions through AI, right? So I have this processing with instructions, AI instructions, that's going to process through GPT-5, and that way it could create my prompt for me. So what we're going to do is we're going to go into ChatGPT today, and we're going to start with SuperWhisper creating our prompt, right? So create me a prompt for my client, Urban Landscapes. Urban Landscapes is looking to create an email campaign, and we're looking to do 4 emails. Additionally, we would like to have each email with an alternate set of subject lines, so that way we can resend the email with a different subject line if somebody doesn't open the email. It is currently fall time, and we want to really focus on fall cleanups and some last minute landscaping needs. What is a good example of a great email campaign that we can run in September or late September, early October to really get more leads for Urban Landscapes and drive more business? Now we're going to let SuperWhisper do its thing. We're going to see what kind of prompt it comes out. We're going to read the prompt, and we're going to make sure we edit it so that way it applies to what we're looking for. But really, gonna make a much better prompt than I could ever create. Actually, not ever. That's cutting myself short. But it's gonna make a better prompt than I could come up with right off the bat. So this gives me a nice foundation to work off of, right? So it's gonna create a 4 email campaign for Urban Landscapes to drive leads in late September to early October, focused on fall cleanups and last-minute landscaping needs. Each email should include primary and alternative subject lines for resend to non-openers. Brand, Urban Landscapes, tone, professional, friendly, confident, local expert. Audience, homeowners and home professional, commercial property managers in urban, suburban areas. We're not really in urban areas, in suburban areas, yes. So goal, book consultations and service appointments for fall cleanups and seasonal prep. We're going to need 4 emails. Compelling preview text, clear call to action, yes. Skimmable structure, yep. Seasonal urgency and limited availability, 1 relevant offer per email. 2 subject lines under 45 characters, consistent footer, suggestions for 1 hero image. Oh, perfect. That's exactly what I need. I was thinking about that. Like, we want to throw in an image or, some call to actions already included in this prompt. Perfect. Nice job, man. Now, service focus, fall cleanups, bed edging and mulching, pruning and, I don't even know what that is. Oh, perennial. Sorry. I got poked in the eye. So it's kind of hard to read some of these these words on my computer screen. Anyways, lawn aeration overseeding. Oh, that's perfect. Yep. Gutter cleaning add-on. Yep. I don't know if he does gutter cleaning. Let's check his website real quick. Painting walls, fall cleanups. Let's actually take a look at his fall cleanup page. All right, it's just fluff. Enhance your outdoor space with service, trimming, pruning, bed cleanup, tree removal, leaf blowing, and removal. All right. All right, he definitely got somebody to work on that for him. And winterization prep. Okay, I think that's fine. I'll have to ask him if he does gutter cleaning. I'm gonna remove it for now because I don't know. I don't know if he's getting on ladders. You know. All right. Email. Email 1 is launch. Email 2 social proof. Email 3 value education. Email 4 last chance. Sure. Yeah. Email 1's kickoff. Book your fall cleanup. Preview. Copy. Cool. Actually, see, SuperWhisper pretty much did the entire thing for me, right? We could put it into ChatGPT if we want, but ultimately, I don't think I really need to. I could probably just send this. I could send, the owner of Urban Landscapes. I could just send him these emails 1 through 4, and call it a day. Video's over. No, just kidding. But we're gonna read through it, right? Because we gotta make sure, because AI is not perfect, right? And we gotta make sure that it applies to what we're doing, right? So book your spot before schedules fill. Fall cleanup's done right. It's peak season for leaves and debris. Urban landscapes tackle the mess so your property looks sharp fast. Right? Yep. Benefits. Call to action. Hero image. Crew collecting fall leaves outside. All right. Social proof. We have testimonials. We could use that. Yep. We got education and cross sell, aeration and overseeding. Awesome. Yeah, I mean, I think this is going to be a good way. So, I mean, now what we could do is we could, I'm going to still put it through ChatGPT to see what it comes up with, because there are some instructions on top here as far as the purpose and brand and the deliverables. So we'll see if ChatGPT, even though we're on version 5 still, we're going to see if it comes up with anything different. Every time you ask AI something, it's going to come up with something different as well. So we got the kickoff 1. Boost your fall cleanup. It's probably book your fall cleanup. Okay. Leaves aren't really falling right now though, but you know what? Book by September 30th. Yeah, it doesn't have to be. Yeah, book it by September 30th. Save 10%. That's cool. We got the social proof. Awesome. Yeah, and actually, I like this formatting better because I could copy this and send it to email. But yeah, I mean, this gives me a good plan. So ultimately, what I'm gonna do when it comes to like showing owner my email plan, essentially, we're gonna do a four email campaign. The first email is gonna be a kickoff, really just kind of getting people remind people about the fall cleanup. When we sent the mailer, it was all about the fall cleanup, right? So we want to continue that message, get people in that same mindset. So we're going to do a kickoff with the fall cleanup. The first day the emails get sent out, they're going to have one subject line. And then 2 or 3 days later, if they don't open that first email, they're going to get the second, probably about 1 or 2 days actually. They're going to get that second subject line. The contents are all going to be the same. We're going to see which one gets more open rates. That way we could save that again for next year. Then we're going to send this copy. We're going to do a hero image idea here, right? So I might try here. Try to do here is we'll go to Gemini and we'll go to create images. Let me actually talk to SuperWhisper. Create a prompt so that way we can create an image. This image idea is that we want a working crew in red and black gear raking leaves into a curbside pile. We want the home, a beautiful home, a large home with beautiful landscaping where you could see some of the leaves falling on the floor and you could see how clean it looks after it's raked. Almost like a before and after. All right, let's see what SuperWhisper comes up with here, and how it changes, just this hero idea based on some of my feedback, and makes a prompt, and then we'll see what we'll see what Gemini creates for us. So what SuperWhisper did was create a photorealistic image, professional yard crew raking leaves, it's curbside polish, beautiful landscape home, capturing a subtle before and after effect within one scene. Yes, perfect. Oh my gosh. Upscale residential neighborhood, time of day. Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. Oh my gosh, I'm reading this like really quickly. I'm not reading it all out loud, but man, this got a lot more details. Like all the details that was in my head is like written down, which is what you have to do with AI. But that's why I love that prompt mode, because it really just creates everything like that I need. So we're gonna see what Google Gemini, what is it called, Nano Banana, creates. Oh my gosh, look at that. It's a little funky over here, right? But and I think too many workers. But hey, doesn't mean we have to use this image. I mean, he probably has a few images on his website himself, right? Let's take a look at his website real quick. Oops, go to his website again. Gallery. Do we have any fall clean? Oh, we were just in fall cleanups. Clean up that spring cleanup. Gallery. Gallery doesn't really have any cleanup. Oh, it has a pool. Um, he does want to get some jobs like this too, though. We got. Oh yeah, right here. Okay, these look like stock images though. Yep, Adobe stock. Yep. Um, didn't even change the name. That's fine though. We could use AI, which is not a bad image, you know. I just don't like how like these two people are kind of close to each other. I can almost tell it's AI in a way or manipulated, but hey, it's just in a sample, right? Just trying to get the point across. All right, we're gonna go back to Gemini, no, ChatGPT. So yeah, that's email one. Email two is then just kind of reinforcing the message by showing social proof and the testimony, right? We're hoping that people already saw that first email. Well, they did. They saw either email A or email B. And then we're going to continue with more social proof. You know, letting them know, hey, look, we're getting some bookings. We want to make sure you reserve your cleanup this week or ASAP. Um, and we just talk about, you know, we share some of the testimonials. We talk about how we've already booked a couple of properties, and essentially, you know, make them have a sense of urgency. Um, we got education and cross sale. Okay, I like this one, aeration and overseeding, perfect for New Jersey in this in the fall time. You want to make sure you're strengthening your lawn before winter, and also it kind of gets people in a different topic other than fall cleaning, so we could see if they're interested in that. And in order to do aeration and overseeding, the lawn needs to be clean, right? It needs to have no leaves. So it does kind of bundle in there as a natural upsell. And then the last chance email, you know, which could be, you know, it could be like email 6 if we really wanted it to be. But for now, we're going to keep it at email 4. I might change some of these subject lines because it's not really a last call. Because the fall cleanups could probably go into like the first or second week of November in New Jersey. And this would be going out in like the middle of October. Unless he's really booking up, then it might be perfect, but we'll see. But yeah, this is how I use AI to really kind of just get an idea here. So my next step is I'm going to share these samples with the business owner. I'm going to let them know it's AI generated. I like to be upfront, but also let them know, you know, I like these topics. I think they're great. You know, all we have to do is really, you know, build the copy. You know, build it out a little bit more. We need to create or grab an image that he already has that's applicable, you know, and that way we can really just get more customers, you know. And if I could, you know, tie it into his mail campaign as well, then that's even better. But ultimately, I'm not too worried about that. I just want to get him more leads, whether it comes from the mail, from an email, or anywhere. You know, that's what's important. I want to make sure he gets the value out of my services, and that's the most important thing to me. You know, when I'm helping out a business and they're paying me thousands of dollars, I want them to make, you know, 5 to 10 times that amount. And that's why I offered to do email for him. Um, email what is like, I mean, mail, regular mail, direct mail has a lot of like fixed cost with it, right? Um, we have to print it, we have to ship it, we have to deliver it, we have to pay for postage. All those fixed costs that like I don't get a single penny of that, right? So, and then I have to add a little bit of margin on top of that. But when it comes to email, there's not it's kind of the opposite. There's not a lot of costs associated with it. Yes, I have my time, right? But he already paid me for the mail. So that's why I wanted to do email for him, because I figured it was a nice way. And also, I'm shutting down my mail business too. So this gives me an idea on like whether or not I want to help out more businesses with email. Um, and utilizing AI at the same time. So I'm super excited to see how this turns out. Stay tuned. Make sure you subscribe, because we're gonna send an update. We're gonna share an update here. Once we have any updates about how this email campaign went, we'll show you what the final results look like. We'll also, as we tweak each of these emails for the actual email that goes out, I will also share that final email. I'll share with you how we work through that email in AI, how I use SuperWhisper. Maybe I use a different mode. For example, I have email mode, I think, over here. So maybe we could use email mode, or actually even better, an email template, newsletter email template. So that way we can really create that engaging newsletter. So I'm excited to show you guys how I use AI. Make sure you stay tuned, subscribe, and let me know what you want to see next in the comments. But thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.